Today I will introduce my game to open the Android Studio to introduce my code, and you can see we set up the internet and the Bluetooth session, and you can see the different activity to 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 connect the Bluetooth or connect the YouTube in the internet and the Bluetooth travel. So I can introduce my different resource. You can see the different elements or our different animes, and our character is also a PNG photo you can see, and the special effects or background effects also in this area. So next we have explosion with the music effect and the shot effect you can hear. So the main page area is nothing. So this is the main menu area. You can see we have 5 buttons, and you can show the area set the background setting, and has image view and how to set the button. So the next activity is the scroll activity. You can see we are in this game, and the higher score you can you can see my set up the highest mark in this page. And then you can see my setup video area. You can show my my GUR video in there, and you can see the YouTube connection, and you can really connect to YouTube in this area if you touch the YouTube button. Also, we have a Bluetooth page and Bluetooth page to turn on or turn off the Bluetooth area, and you can see we have a chat room in Bluetooth. You can turn on the Bluetooth and discover the same paying this game pairs to connect their phone to create a chat room to discuss this game or share the score record. So this all of my main page, and so let's see about the main activity menu activity. The menu activity is set up all the button, and you can see we set up so many on Quick Listener to move to next page and different page, or move to the main game. You can see there's the move to the main activity cast. It is the main game page. You can see the spaceship at fights in there. You can, and also this is the score activity cast. You can see the higher score in there, and the method of operation. There is the player user guide activity. you can see the YouTube video in there. This area can connect the YouTube by the internet and the Google API. You need to set up the Google API to pay the YouTube video in there. So the next activity is your Bluetooth cards. Bluetooth cards is connected to turn on the Bluetooth and discover another pairs you can see, and so also you can join the chat room and discuss this game. So this is the exit button. If you click that, it will finish the game. And so the next activity is the main activity. The main activity is set up the game view. You can see the basic scanner is for the game to sensor for the game, and turn right the phone, turn left the phone. Is in there set to set up. So you can see our game view, and this area is set up our main game. This area can show the game. So set up the data in there, and you can see our player, our enemies, and to draw to this canvas, and you can see our background have also some details in there to set up. Actually have some star. There is nothing. You can cross over it, and the enemies can be set up and have 3 different enemies in the enemy cast to set up, and you can see it later. And the meta also have another cast to set up. The players also have. So we can see actually the game how to play, and if the player set up the players when to fire, and basically I want to set up the enemy fire too, but I fail. So I waste a lot of lots in this game code. So I failed the enemy shooter. And so you can see our game. If we touch the game, if we have to pin the game in this area, so you can see our score, and you can how to when you kill the enemies or the meta, you will get the score, and the record will be drawn in the game over page. So this is the game over. It will show the high score, enemy destroy how many, or meta destroy how many. So if we game over, you can touch the screen and touch the screen and back to the main menu. So we can look we set up the player page, and you can see our currently I want to set up our HP, but the anyways I cannot set up the file, so this doesn't matter. and the player speed is I set up to 1, and uh, so you can see how the player will fire the laser, and the laser size, and when fire the laser went to disappoint, and so you can how to get the position in this game. And if we hit the enemies, we will be destroyed. And currently I want to reduce the HP by the enemies fired, but I cannot set up. I can't set up. So let's turn to the anime cast. You can see the enemies have 5 HP in each in the game. That means the enemy needs 5 times to attack by player, then it will be destroyed. So the enemy have 3 different size in the game. You can sort the size will affect the enemies is easy to kill, because bigger enemies will be attacked easily, but they will easy to touch the player position, and our player will die easily. So that's it. The setup when the enemies is turn right or turn left in the game, and they will move to the player. So if the enemies hit by the laser, it will reduce his HP, and add the score. The meta also will add the score, and this record the enemies destroyed, and the highest score will record in the high score area. So that's the our player laser. The player laser is set up to use by where it will let's the laser 5 and the laser will you can see we set up the laser in this game. You will see how the collision is setting, and the collision will be if the collision touch another collision, it will be reduce the MHP, and but this will accept the pairs your collision. And this is the meta cast. You can see we set up the MHP is 3, and the collision will be have different situation. One situation is will turn will speed fast to the player, and another situation is stop in the area, then the player will also can attack them and destroy them. Also, the meta if touch our spaceship, it will be destroy our spaceship. So you can see that the speed in there to Saturn, and also you can see if the meta is at the score, and then you can see our score activity setting, and you can see if the score is score activity setting is record the score in this area. You can show the actually enemy destroy or meta destroy quality in there, and also you can return to mean area is set by the on-call listener. Then you can see the YouTube config driver. This area is set up my Google API by my Google account. You can it is my API key to that is used for the list driver. You can see the player user guide activity, and this connects the YouTube by internet and YouTube API, and you can see this area can actually pay the YouTube, and to this area is pay my video, is teach at this game how to use and pay, and you can see the video view in there. And if the video in this area is set up the my video the URL. So if you take the pay button, it will pay the YouTube video. So this also have return button, but if you touch it to the main menu. Also, we set up the Bluetooth page. If you go in, you will see our we set up the Bluetooth and to turn on the Bluetooth in the game page, and you can turn on or turn off the Bluetooth in the game, and you can discover the other player in this game, and you can connect the Bluetooth, and you can invite them to discuss this game in the chat room. So this set up all the button in this Java. So if we go to the chat, Bluetooth chat, you can see we can connect with other player. You can see the chat how to work, and you can discuss your game information, and the higher score you can copy the data in this area, and you can see we have the how to set up your chat room and the chat room, and if we cannot discover other player, you cannot use distract mode, and you must invite the player, so to ensure you will talk to other one. So this you cannot if you have lost any player, it will show you cannot discover other, you cannot disconnect the device. So that's all of my presentation. In StarJava, you can see our background detail is how to set. You can see the star or some blue or orange details in this area to set, and random to appear in the background anywhere, but this will not affect the main game running. So the sun pair Java to set up our bullet effect, laser effect, expose effect, then this area is set up the sun effect. Currently I want to set up the BGM, but the BGM is too loud, and so I think this is annoying, so I don't add it. And then this area is I cannot use that because this area currently is the enemy to attack our spaceship, but I don't know how the spaceship cannot fire, so this area have no use. This area also currently I want to set up the simple enemies or the boss enemy to attack the spaceship, and the spaceship will our spaceship have HP. Our player spaceship have HP, but and if the player touch the enemy touch the enemy laser, it will be reduce the HP and will not destroy immediately. But but I cannot done it, so also we delete this Java. That's all of my presentation.